Students, today's our topic is active voice and passive voice. It is one of the important topic of your state board, and I will provide you several worksheets based on this topic and miscellaneous sentences to clarify each and every doubt. Let us see some rules to understand how we can transform sentences from active voice to passive voice. Dear students, it is also a part of transformation of the sentences. So, dear students, at first, for simple present tense, bring am, is, or are with the by. If do or does is used, change it to am, is, or are. Make the verb into the past participle. Past participle, it means third form of the verb. The first sentence is I eat an apple. An apple is eaten by me. Eat, it means it's a simple present tense. You know that the base form of the verb consists s or es. That is why simple present tense became, according to the rule, if the simple present tense consists is, am, are with by. If do or does, it is used it to am, is, or are. That is why it became eaten, because it is present tense. That is why you have to use is, and along with by preposition and I subject became me object. If we talk about the basic rule of active voice to passive voice, that is, at first you have to make subject to object. Subject become object in the passive voice, and third form of the verb, that is also known as past participle, along with by. In few sentences, especially in interrogative, you have to use if or. Some sentences, especially in so- uh, especially in sentences based on imperative, you have to use some other preposition like to in place of by or be. We will discuss further for this rule. The next one is, why do you make noise? इंट्रोगेटिव सेंटेंसेस को बनाते समय एट फर्स्ट वी हैव टू स्टिक विद द इंट्रोगेटिव वर्ड वाई वैसे ही रहता है. देन आफ्टर दैट हेल्पिंग वर्ब, बिकॉज इट इज सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस, दैट इज वाई डू चेंज इनटू इज. नेक्स्ट इज द noise, and the make, it is the verb, it became third person, made by, and you remain you know that you will not change at any circumstances. You is subject along with object. Let us move the rule B. For simple past tense, verb bring was or were with the by. If did is used, change it to was or were. Make the verb into past participle. The rule is same. If was were will come in the active voice, you have to change was over and the third person of the verb in the passive voice. Sita spoke the truth. You know that second person of the verb used in the simple past tense and in affirmative sentence. So at the time of changing from active to passive voice, it will the truth. If the subject becomes subject or in the passive voice, the truth was, because is the simple past we have to use was. Spoken third person is speak is the second one and the spoken is the third one by Sita. Sita is the name, that is why it's a proper noun, and proper noun remain as same in the first or in the third form of the verb. Let us see the next one is who broke the glass. There is a rule. Who, when come in the active voice, it became by whom. By whom was the glass broken? By whom glass became the subject, and this is the was the glass broken. So let us move further, dear students. For present or past continuous tense verb, bring a being with by. Present or past continuous के sentences में you will have to use being along with by preposition. You are writing poems. Poems are being written by you. Especially you have to add being. This is the continuous rule for present tense and past tense, and the past participle rule remain as same as earlier, and by remain as same as earlier rules. You know that you remain subject and object on both the places same. Poems are being written by you. Who is ringing the bell? Who? Earlier we have discussed that who became by whom at the time of interchanging from active voice to passive voice. By whom is the bell being rung? By whom? After that, helping verb because it is present continuous. फिर after that, the bell, the subject, which was object in the active voice. Then after that, being, then the past participle form. So let us see the further. For present or past, for present or past part is perfect tense. Verb bring a been with by. We have read the book. You know that have read. It means present perfect. It became the book has been read by us. We became object. It became us. Have read. Read, read, read. You know the third form of the verb, it means past participle form, remain as same in terms of spelling, but the spell out pronunciation will be changed. Read and been additional added at the time of changing from active voice to passive voice. He had driven the car. The car had been driven by him. He became him. Had driven. Driven is the third form. You know that. Driven the car. Been extra additional add. over here at the time of changing passive voice. The car had been driven by him. The next one is future tense. Future tense were bring to be with by. We will count the money. The money will be counted by us. Will the money will be counted by us. Who will bail the cat? For earlier we have discussed that at the time of interchanging active voice to passive voice, who became by whom. By whom, after that helping verb, then the subject that remain object in the active voice became the subject, then after that be, then the past participle form. This is the structure of the sentence at the time of changing active voice to passive voice. The next one is imperative sentence. Use let plus be. Take this medicine. Let the medicine be taken, or the medicine must be taken. This is the rule. At first, you have to add let, then the subject, then the be, then the past participle form. These are the some important rules which you have to understand and be careful at the time of interchanging from active voice to passive voice. Thank you. Have a nice day.